everybody, and welcome to a Tuesday edition of Northern Kentucky Magazine. We're going to begin with our monthly report on behalf of Northern Kentucky University, and this month we are going to hone in on the Alumni Association. Dave Smith, our good friend from Star Bank, is serving as the president this year of the Alumni Association. They just completed the Fund for Northern Drive. We'll talk about how that went and other aspects of what's going on at Northern Kentucky University these days from the perspective of a proud alumnus. Another proud graduate of Northern is Colonel Bill Dorsey, the Assistant Police Chief for the City of Covington. And we will chat with Bill about, I will ask him how higher education and the courses that he excelled at while at Northern Kentucky University have helped him in his career personally and as a law enforcement officer, and again, Assistant Police Chief for the City of Covington. Now, the haunted house at Children's Home, okay, will not occur until October, but we are having Ed Monahan on today. Ed is the Vice President for the Covington-Kenton County JCs, and he will make the pitch for sponsors and others to get on board at this time to support the effort to, as a fundraiser in part for the Diocesan Catholic Children's Home up on Orphanage Road in Fort Mitchell. And Larry Steele, who is also known as Dr. Fright, that's right, the Dr. Fright that you have heard about and who has been instrumental in producing haunted houses throughout the tri-state for a long, long time, will also join Ed and I. So Dr. Fright will be here and give us a flavor. Now, construction is underway at the haunted house, so we don't have any video to share because there really probably isn't much to show at this point in time. And I'll let Ed and Larry explain. Now, most folks, you know, you take little kids to haunted houses, and some haunted houses, you're better off leaving them home because some of these can get pretty far out. We will find out from Ed and Larry that this haunted house, while scary, will not be terrifying, okay, because they're gonna make it an outing and a project where you can have a little scary titillation, I guess, but nothing that'll send the kids screaming out the back door with their hair standing on end. So it looks like it's going to be a softer, kinder, gentler haunted house that the Kenton County Covington JCs are going to put up on the grounds of the Children's Home. So that's the menu for the first hour of today's edition of the magazine. Kenton County JCs, they are going to produce and promote a haunted house. It'll be up on the grounds of the Diocesan Catholic Children's Home in Fort Mitchell in October, but they want to get sponsors and other people excited about pitching in on a project so it will be successful. And Larry Steele is a producer of haunted houses, but also knows Dr. Fright intimately, just as I know the cool Ghoul very, very well. I've known him for a long, long time. Larry Steele knows Dr. Fright in the same way. I don't know if a good doctor is going to be with us or not, but Ed will be here, and so will Larry, and we'll have some fun with those guys right after this timeout on Intermediate 6 Northern Kentucky's own channel. And I'm going to chat first with Ed Monahan because we've met, he's been on the show before, and I know pretty much what he's going to say and how he's going to say it. The guest to your left audience is right. This could take a little more work. I've heard of Dr. Fright, but I've never encountered him close up. You've been out in the waiting area for a good half hour, I take it. Is everything still intact? I see both your ears are still on you.
Yeah, luckily I was able to get on Dr. Fright's good side. I've known him for a while, and I seem to be one of his friends now.
On his good side?
Yes.
Is he hard to hear?
Well, when you lose your ear, sometimes your hearing goes with it.
Oh, okay. Now, the Kenton County JCs have done haunted houses in the past.
Yes, they have.
But this is the first hooked up with the Catholic Diocesan Children's Home, or not?
This is the second. Last year was the inaugural haunted house, and everything went so well that we're going to do it again this year.
Who produced that house?
The JCs and Dr. Fright produced it together. Dr. Fright does a lot of the creativity, and he brings in a lot of people with him to help out with it, and we do a lot of the management and promotion of the project.
Now, the information that was sent down to me through the home was that this was going to be a kinder, gentler less scary haunted house, or is that possible? That seems to be a contradiction in terms.
Well, we like to consider it a family haunted house, but it's a good place to go to get a scare. One thing that we are doing is that on October the 31st, we're having a children's matinee for younger kids, where it'll be a nice, kinder, gentler, and a lot of kids will come through, and we'll be able to trick or treat with the monsters.
Okay. So that will occur in daylight hours?
Yes, it will. I believe it's from 1 to 3.
Oh, that'll be good. They won't. That's one of the reasons I like Edgewood. City of Edgewood does one every year, and they do it through a park. But it's it's daytime, and the little ones are a lot more secure than they are when they get into an automobile and drive through the darkness to some strange, spooky place. And some of them get in there and go nuts. There we are. It's being called. It will be known as Dr. Fright's Carnival of Souls on October 9th, 10th, 16th, 17th, 24th, 23rd, 24th, and 30th.
Yes, on the 30th.
Okay. Now, that was lifted out of, or is that a separate flyer for this?
I believe that's a separate flyer.
Okay, well, this little booklet here it has a $1 off coupon for admission for any of the outings. Where is this available, Ed? Through the JC?
Dr. Fright would probably be able to tell you better than I would.
All right, Dr. Fright. Now, remember, this is a family show, and I'm basically a chicken. So, tell us a bit about your background, my good man.
Well, hopefully you can hear me. Basically, I started out as a little kid watching the infamous Ghoul.
That's
what started me on this.
Well, you're not real threatening right now. You're not brandishing your cleaver or snapping. When you do the character, what does it typically look and sound like? Or can you get into character that fast?
It's kind of hard to get into character unless I'm actually in with the sounds and everything going on.
Oh, you need the sound effect.
Yes, sir.
Can you make any menacing sound? I got the antidote for you, buddy. Ready?
Okay.
Take that! Take that, Dr. Fright! That's one of the worst ghouls I ever heard. You leave Ed Monahan alone. All right.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to get him out of some of this in a little bit. Why do people like haunted houses? Why do we like them?
I think it's a stress relief. I think it's just like crying. If you go in and really scream and just carry on, when you come out, you feel a lot better about yourself or about everything around you.
Do the actors and the people performing feel that way?
Oh, yes. We're very, usually afterwards, we're very tired and very relaxed. We usually sit around and have a pizza and tell ghost stories.
Now, how much of your get-up is original? Did you create that mask, or was it purchased?
No, it was purchased for $1 somewhere, and I just carved it up and put the blood on it. Usually Dr. Fright is not actually in the haunted house. He's the entity that runs the haunted house.
So you're not a character. So this is an exclusive.
Yes, sir.
Appearance on Northern Kentucky Magazine.
Yes, sir.
People have heard of Dr. Fright but never seen it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ed, what is it? What do we like about haunted house? Is there a little kid in all of us, or is it a big kid?
I think there is a little kid in all of us, but I think it's the time of year. You know, the leaves are falling off the trees, and it's always dark and overcast, and I think that kind of leads to the ambiance of a scary time. And I think it's a great place to go with friends and really have some entertainment for a cheap price.
Now, you two are here to talk about that, obviously, but you have another mission I want to get around to when we come back from this break. We want to get more businesses. We want to get other entities in the community involved in supporting this effort, correct?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so we need to pause, and we'll be right back, and we'll help the Covington County JCs get the word out. They need support, and they need help to make this thing extra good. And, of course, it will also benefit Children's Home. We'll be right back on Intermedia 6, Northern Kentucky's own channel. Ed Monahan, the current vice president of the Covington County JCs, and Larry Steele, producer of Haunted Houses, and also occasionally appears as the character Dr. Fright. See, now it's cooler, nicer in here. Got that thing off of your head. Larry, how long have you been involved in producing haunted houses?
I started in 1992 at Children's Psychiatric Hospital in Northern Kentucky in an old 5-room trailer. We put one on for the kids there, and it was a big hit. We got donations for the Ruth Lyons Christmas Fund to buy Christmas presents for the kids there.
Great.
And that's what started us off.
What were some of the others that people probably attended?
I've done the Immaculate Heart of Mary Festival in July 2 years in a row now, and it's been a major hit, major fundraiser for them.
In July?
Yes, sir. You'd be surprised. People will flock. We were packed every night we were open.
I'll be doggone. Others?
No, sir. That's with the JCs last year at the children's home, which I consider that a major hit. It was for we didn't have a whole lot of time to promote it, and we were packed.
Where is the project at now in terms of getting prepared, construction, that sort of thing? Has anything started yet?
Basically, my garage is full of all the effects. We just have to get down to building the sets and everything.
What building will house on the campus of the?
It's right at the festival area. It's the old kitchen house. It's if you look at it even in daylight, it's scary looking. So it's a great place for haunted house.
Are you easily scared or?
Not at all.
No. I see people mix up two words as far as I'm concerned. There's a difference between being scared and startled.
Yes.
You know, like if you come through a door or around a corner and that's someone startled you.
Right.
They didn't necessarily scare you.
You get a good belly scream out of them. They scare them.
Now, so what's the primary motivation of producers and people involved in haunted houses? Do you want to scare people, startle them, or both?
Actually both, but I want them to have a really good time. Because I know I grew up on haunted houses around here. Some of the best probably in the country have been around here at the old WSAI, EBNs.
Right.
They were just phenomenal. I used to have nightmares but it was great.
You go to the ones that have St. Rita's?
Yes, sir. I've been to all of them, and they're great.
What element should a good house have? A flow, a theme, moving from theme to theme to theme?
No, we try to keep one theme, kind of give in the story. Like on the comic book, we have the urban legend of Dr. Fright, and we're trying to stick with that as much as possible through the supposedly he's been around since the Civil War. He was a surgeon with the Union Army, and all of a sudden in October this old field hospital appears. And
so all these ghastly things that happened to Dr. Never Ending Fright began during the Civil War.
Basically, yes.
So as people go through the house, they'll see recreated the gory, horrendous things that happened to him.
To a point, yes, sir.
He opened the first burns hospital, apparently. The reports that it was he who used toxic gases on captured German troops.
Nobody really knows.
And that he was in Greater Arabia in 1991.
He's been everywhere.
I see. And now he's in Northern Kentucky, or will be.
Will be, yes.
Okay, what are we going to charge Ed to get in?
For the regular shows, it'll be $5, and the matinee will be $2.
And the children's home obviously will benefit partially from this outing. Have they been, well, last year, of course, was a haunted house by the Covington County JCs.
Yes.
Have they been on your list in the past of organizations that you work to raise funds for?
We've always been interested in helping out the children's home. Every year we help out with the Children's Home Festival, and we run a booth for them every year, and then and they let us use their facilities. They have some nice ball fields and facilities that we can use actually for some of our projects and events. So we love helping them out, and they've been a great help to us actually over the years too.
How many, have we totaled up how many groups you have fundraisers for annually?
It's hard to say.
At least 10. At least 10.
I'd say at least 10, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same ones, usually year in and year out,
well,
or you change it around sometimes?
Well, we changed it around a little bit. I know last year we started a project called the JC 250, which was a tremendous success at the Fantasy Frontier out in Florence, where we did go-karts. And companies sponsored the go-karts, and people donated money for the laps, and that project benefited Special Olympics. And we've become really involved with Special Olympics over the past 2 years.
Now, everybody who watches this show regularly knows I have no interest in golf whatsoever. Finally, an outing, a fundraising outing, a golf outing, that would be held on a weekend day, Sunday in this case, rather than weekday. And I've often, August 30th at DeVue Park, the Covington County Junior Chamber of Commerce Golf Scramble. And golf cart, refreshments, and dinner.
And lunch.
and lunch, $55. What's the matter with you? I mean, that's a pittance. Plus, it'll be on a Sunday. If this thing isn't mobbed, I'll be surprised. Are there positions still available?
Yes, there are positions still available, and last year we did sell out. So it's a great event, and it's a really lot of fun. You know, fathers, sons, mothers, daughters can show up and they have a good time.
And a lot of people, won't have to try to sneak away from work or get out of work. I mean, it's on a weekend, on a Sunday. All right, one more segment to go on behalf of the Covington-Kenton County Junior Chamber of Commerce with Ed Monahan and Larry Steele. Dr. Fright. Keep wanting to call him Dr. Creep, but that was a whole different character. Besides, you're not creepy. We'll be right back on Intermedia 6, Northern Kentucky's own channel. Back chatting with Ed Monahan, Vice President currently of the Covington-Kenton County JCs. We got to shorten that up. Has anybody ever talked about that, the membership, Ed?
Well, yeah.
Can't we call it Cov-Ken JCs?
I think we're calling it the CKC JCs now, to shorten it up. Covington-Kenton County.
And you're comfortable with that?
I guess it's better than what we had before. It's a lot easier to say.
Okay. Now, we were just talking about another outing during the break, and as I said at the end, this one I was talking about with Ed, with Larry, was outdoors, totally, and most of it outdoors. So, and in fact, did rain once or twice, and people got wet, and people got muddy, but people had a good time. And that's, you were saying earlier, Larry, there's your key to a good haunted house.
Well, yes, sir. Last year at our kids' matinee, it rained, and we had a pavilion with tables, and the kids sat there, and we probably had 300 kids go through that day. We were packed. We had to go run out and get more candy. And they just stood there. I mean, they loved it.
Yeah. So you will repeat that?
Yes, sir.
Afternoon, an outing for children only?
Yes, sir. On the Halloween day, the 31st, 1 to 3.
Okay. So prior to that, the 2-3 weekends prior to that will be up and running, haunted house the way you want it to be.
Yes, sir.
And then you'll conclude the whole run of the show, if you will, with a Sunday afternoon event on the 31st for the Munchkins.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you hope that some of them will have visited earlier when with grown-ups or neighbors or whatever and been scared witless?
Yes, I hope so, because it seems like no matter what you do, if somebody comes through and they really like it, they always bring back more people with them. And that's the key.
Yeah. Ed, you've been in haunted houses, obviously.
Yes, I have.
And actually, you were a member of last year's troop at the the church?
Yeah, I did the Immaculate Heart of Mary, which was a couple weeks ago, but I also did I worked the children's home one last year.
Do you dress up and scare kids too?
Well, yes, I do.
I would never have suspected that of you, Ed. You're so Clark Kentish, mild-mannered.
I guess it's the company that I keep. I've started hanging around Dr. Fright, and he kind of rubs off on you.
Or rub something off. Okay. Okay, so let's go through the nuts and bolts again. $5 admission.
Yes.
Okay. The dates are?
They're Fridays and Saturdays in October, the 9th and 10th, the 16th and 17th, the 23rd, 24th, and then we're going to do on the 23rd, and luckily we have Halloween is on a Saturday this year, but we've decided to just do the matinee on the Saturday, which will be from 1 to 3. And the other nights it'll be open from 8 to midnight.
How can other organizations or individuals help out, help the JCs? Sponsorship of stuff,
yes.
Pitching in with food, refreshment?
Yeah, we are going to have a concession stand, so anybody who wants to pitch in any food or refreshments would be greatly helped. And we'd like to get a media sponsor this year because most of the haunted houses do have them, and it would help us to promote the event. And then the children's matinee, we would like to have businesses run booths so that they can give out candy and just get out with the kids.
All right, now the phone number we've been giving is your information hotline.
Yes.
Can people still leave a message though? Otherwise, how can they? Well, they probably know. Anybody doing business in this town knows some member of the current or former member of the Kenton County Covington JCs, right? Oh wait, there we go. Is that still your recorded number, or is that the orphan?
Yeah, that should be our recorded number.
Okay. Can a person leave a message here or not?
Yes, they can.
Oh, okay. Okay. So if some vendor out there would like to help out, they could call and say, we're in.
That's correct.
Like Flynn.
Yes.
All right. Who determines how long a haunted house run, I mean, how long it takes to go through a structure? Do you kind of time that out, or isn't that critical?
It's not critical.
But you have to move people
You have to
through.
move them through, yes, to get them in.
So,
And,
I've been to haunted houses where it's as brief as 5 minutes and as long as 10 or 12.
last year we had people going through ours, and you would hear them saying, "Is this over yet?" And it was fast. I mean, we were moving them through, but it was just one thing right after another.
All right.
As an onslaught.
And again, common sense with the little ones, right?
Yes. Yes.
Know your children, know their capabilities, and make some intelligent choices about how old a child should be
Yes.
before you take him or her through this.
That's why we have the magnet.
Yeah. Okay. All right, great. There are the dates, everybody. Thanks, Ed Monahan. Good to see you again. I think I'm meeting Larry Steele for the first time, and Dr. Fright. And thank you both for coming down. We'll get some messages and launch into the second hour of the Tuesday edition of the magazine after this pause on Intermediate 6 Northern Kentucky's own channel.